Boy, I got an update for everybody. Look at all this fine equipment. It's been a while since I made a video. My last video was about my backhoe problems. The one before that was about my closing lathe. I hate to regret saying this, but that closing is long gone. It sold by about a month after that video shot. Anyway, from there on out, I just started not needing a lathe anymore. Then I started getting more into stuff and started getting into like machinery restorations. Like right here is a South Bend 9. It's actually the longest bed that South Bend made for their 9s. Found this in Ohio while I was on a trip. I live in Tennessee, probably about 10 minutes from Bristol Motor Speedway. I have family that live up in Indiana, so this was about 45 minutes from their house. Anyway, restoring that one. I'm trying to sell it later on. It's the table it came on. It's been bed lined on the top. It's ready to go. The lathe's drying. Once it's dry, I'll put it back together. It's more of its components, like the carriage and parts of the carriage. That is my basically brand new 1974 Lagoon Republic 9x42 vertical mill. It has 16 inches of X movement and 16 inches of Y movement. Or no, 16 inches of X, 16 inches of Z, and I think 20 some inches of Y. It is a very, other than the tables, a little bit littler than what I'm used to, but it is a very big vertical mill. It takes some ceiling tiles out, put it in here. I bought this off of a guy in North Carolina for $900. This thing looks brand new, guys. It's just insane. The guy's father bought it. I have all the paperwork to it from when it was brand new. The complete manual of disassembling it, maintenance and all that. Even a letter from Lagoon thanking him for his purchase and all this. And more sales papers, some more stuff. Show you my other machine. This is a horizontal Kemp Smith. It is a 9x42, I think, also. But it is a beast of a horizontal to be its size. This was made in the 30s, I think. Kemp Smith, I think, went out of business in the late 20s on the machine side. The company is actually still in business. They just don't do machines like this anymore. They do something else. Can't remember what it's called. Got this off of a guy in Roanoke, Virginia for, I think, $500, and it came with all the arbors and cutters and all that over there. It has actually been switched over to single phase 220, has a brand new motor in it. I think the guy had it sent out and redone because the guy that owned it was a millionaire. He died, and his family was getting rid of it. They was all millionaires. They didn't need the money. But it looks brand new. All the paints, no chips, all new wiring, new breaker box. Runs perfectly. The only thing that's missing on it is the coolant pump. It even has brand new hoses down to the base. Let me go around here. I have moved all my tools inside. I'm not working out in the building anymore. It's mainly for storage for the tractor. Picked this little surface plate up with the Lagoon and this Mitutoyo height gauge for $40 a piece. Not a bad deal. And this is my Boyer Schwartz 618 Challenger surface grinder. Got this out of Oak Ridge. It came out of an auction on a Bid Spotter. And haven't really got to use it that much. I have seen it powered on. Moved it back and forth a couple times. It just needs a converter box put on it. And that should be it. Some oil put into the reservoir on the side. I do have a guard that I'm building for it. I'm not running it without a guard. I'm not having the grinding wheel explode. And then just go everywhere and go through the ceiling and all that. Let's go over here. Here's my press. And here's the side of the Lagoon. It actually has a built-in coolant system. It's pretty neat. There is the rest of the horizontal. Which I have used it some. A little rotary table, which it has its own little X and Y axis. It's pretty cool. That actually came from the same person I bought the vertical mill from. So, as you can tell, most of the time nowadays I'm restoring machines. Bring them back to life. And so I'm getting more into that projects. Just restoring machinery, selling them, make a profit, buy more. Restore machinery, sell it, make a profit, buy more. Here is something that actually replaced my closing. This is a South Bend Heavy 10L, which I have seen this thing work. I give $800 for this. Well, as you can tell, it's tore apart. The drivetrain is, because I'm putting a single phase motor on it. And I took the whole swing arm assembly out that held the motor and the belts and all that. Took it to my work, line bored it. And it had like Babbitt bearings in it or something. And I put roller bearings in it. Just haven't put that back in yet. This is a later model Heavy 10. Because it's got the later style power feed box. It's got power feed for the cross feed, the carriage, everything. All of it works. It's also got the taper attachment. This was bought in Ohio. And I drove it all the way back from Ohio in my 77 C30. Bought this and a couple other lathes. The other lathes are gone. They've done been sold. Surprisingly, when I bring them back to sell, they sell in like an hour. The last one sold in 15 minutes. I didn't even do anything to it. The only thing I have rebuilt on this one is the steady rest. It's been sandblasted, painted with Sherwin-Williams paint, and all the metal parts that are supposed to be bare are been dipped in Evapo-Rust, including the chuck up there. That chuck is new. That's the one that's been dipped, including the tool post that's been dipped in Evapo-Rust. But this will be next for a restoration. The South Bend 9 over there. If anybody's restoring one of these things, I highly recommend this book. Made by Loyal Loin Industrial Services. Got this on eBay. Really, really nice detailed book. Shows you everything about the 9. How to take everything apart, in what order, how to put it back together. Very, very, very helpful. Also comes with, if you get the right kit, comes with all the new wicks for the machine, all the oils and grease, and you can get you a little thing you put on your wall. I'm gonna put this in like a picture frame, lubrication chart. So whoever owns that 9 next will get this. That way they know what to oil it with. There's the tailstock. It's done. It's ready to put on. See how nice smooth that is. But the only thing I'm left with is the quick change box. It needs to be washed more, and the wicks changed in it. And I need to take the steady rest apart and to fix it, paint it. The little dial's painted. This is basically what I've been doing for a while now. Flipping lathes. Buying, flipping. That's how I can afford the machines I really want, which is the mills and that one lathe in the back. I gotta drive for them, guys. Drive long ways for them. Total hours of driving to get that one was probably from here to, it was just about an hour from Lake Erie. It's about 8 hours one way. These mills wasn't that far away. That one was an hour away. That one was, I think that one was 2 hours away. Here's all the tooling that came with the vertical is the little rack here. That's all that came with it. The horizontal is everything else. Got Armstrong holders. That is very neat. He had made the holder out of that, put a bushing in the end, has a little oil cup on it. Everything. It's real neat how he's got the holder. All the cutters came with it. These are all sharp. Like most of them have been resent out. Some of them still got the wax on them. So here's one. Still got the green wax on it. Still some in the box. I've got some here wrapped up. They're still in the boxes. And I bet those boxes are 30 years old. But shop's growing. Machines are growing. Once as a hobby, turned into a job. Now it's turned into a lifestyle and a job. Still a machinist at work. But to do it at home for fun, do it at work for the money. Either way, still loving it. Hope y'all like my new shop tour. I'll see y'all later.